fucking with all these. Money don't count itself. Always be counting on.
Hello guys, welcome back to our new video. In this video, we are going to see the question which appeared in 2002 JEE Mains from the chapter of gravitation, right? This is the first question which appeared, and I'd like you all to first try this question, then look for the solution so that it may help you and you may develop a shorter method which I will be using for solving it. With the hope you all have tried, I am going for the solution. So let's see the question first, right? The question reads as: the kinetic energy needed to project a body of mass m from the Earth's surface of radius r to infinity is. What is the kinetic energy that is needed, right? Suppose this question is can be categorized in a simple question only. Suppose this is the Earth, and suppose this is the Earth of mass m, right? And this is the body small m, given its small m mass, right? Now this is projected with, suppose, v velocity, right? Now here simply we'll be doing with energy conservation. Energy conservation will be applying, right? Suppose on the surface of Earth, on surface there are two energies, right? As there is on the surface, the mass is having, one is the potential energy of the mass due to Earth, and another the kinetic energy which we will be giving for freeing this object and moving it to infinity somewhere, right? To somewhere infinite, right? Now the two energies on the surface is r minus gm m by r, the radius of Earth, and half of m v square, right? Now in infinity, both these energies will be zero. Neither of the energies will be remaining, as the Earth's gravitational potential energy will be zero, as there is no gravitational force acting there, and the kinetic energy will be zero as well, right? So both this will be zero. So by energy conservation we can equate the surface energy with the energy or to infinity, right? So minus gmm by r plus half of m v square is equals to 0, right? We'll be equating, right? Now the kinetic energy needed is asked. This is asked, right? But in the option we can see it's not matching with this, so we have to write half of m v square is equals to, taking this to this side, gmm by r, right? Now the kinetic energy here is asked. Now we know from here acceleration due to gravity is in the option. There is acceleration due to gravity in all force. We have to transform it. We know that small g is equals to gm by r square, right? Small g is equals to gm by r square, right? So multiplying here with gm by r in down and up, we'll be getting gm into small m by r square into r, right? So gm by r squared is, here we will put g, so it's simply mg r, right? Which is matching with option C. So the kinetic energy which is needed is mgr, given in option C. So this is the answer. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the second question. The second question reads as: if suddenly the gravitational force of attraction between Earth and a satellite revolving around it becomes zero, then the satellite will: option A, continue to move in its orbit with same velocity, move tangentially to the original orbit with same velocity, C, option, become stationary in its orbit, D, moves towards the Earth. With the hope that you all have tried, by pausing the video, I am going for the solution. If not, please try it and then look for the solution. It will surely help you in your preparation. So let's see the solution. In the question, it's given that this Earth and a satellite is orbiting the Earth, right? Suppose the satellite is orbiting with velocity v, right? Now, and the Earth is mass m, satellite is mass m, small m. here nothing quantify we do not have to quantify anything, just statement based questions. So suppose from satellite motion chapter we have studied that Fg is gmm by r square, that is the distance of the satellite from the center of the earth, is equals to mv square by r, right? That is, the centripetal force is given by gmm by r square mv square by r, which is equal to mv square by r. Now this gmm by r square is responsible for moving the body in the circular orbit, that is mv square by r. The centripetal force is given by this force, right? Gmm by r square, that is the gravitational force is giving the centripetal force. Now is given in the question, if suddenly the gravitational force of attraction between the earth and satellite revolving becomes zero, means if this portion becomes zero, which gives the centripetal force and which is responsible for moving the satellite in the circular orbit, so if this becomes zero, then this will definitely become zero. So the satellite will definitely not be moving in the orbit, right? So continue to moving in its orbit with same velocity is definitely not the option. Now as this becomes zero suddenly, so there is inertia, right? From inertia we know that there is moment of inertia of the satellite towards this direction, that is towards v, moment of inertia. There is moment of inertia towards the tangential direction, moments of inertia towards tangential direction, right? Tangential direction, right? There is moment of inertia towards tangential direction. So when this will be zero, the satellite will move away in the tangential direction with the velocity v. So which is given in the option B, right? Move tangentially to the original orbit with same velocity. This is not the case. This is not the case because it will not become stationary because it is having already some velocity, right? When it is moving, and move towards this earth is not the option because the velocity with which it is moving, it will go away in the tangential direction, not towards the earth, as gravitational force is becoming zero, right? So option B is definitely the correct option, that move tangentially to the orbit. Thank you so much. Guys, now the third question, which reads as energy required to move a body of mass m from an orbit of radius 2r to 3r is. Options are given. I would like you all to first try this question and then look for the solution. This is the third question of gravitation which appeared in 2002 JEE mains, and this is also from the subtopic satellite motion, right? As you can see, all of you can see. Now with the hope that you all have tried, I am going for the solution without any delay further. This is the earth or any planet. Suppose this is mass m, right? And suppose this is the satellite. Suppose this is 2r from the center of the earth, right? Now another orbit from the center of the earth, that is 3r, right? From the center of the earth, these two orbits is given of satellite of mass m. Suppose first it is revolving in. Now energy required. Now energy required to move it from 2r to 3r. Suppose we know the total energy. The total energy of a satellite revolving in an orbit is given by minus g mm by 2r. If we use the total energy, then we will not have to calculate both the energies separately and then add it together. So minus gmm by 2r, we know the direct formula, right? Now for this first orbit, which is first orbit of 2r radius, total energy is given by minus gmm by 2 into 2 of r, right? Which is given by minus gmm by 4r. Second orbit, which is orbit second one, this is the second one, orbit of radius 3r. Total energy will be equals to minus gmm by 2 into 3r. So this is minus gmm by 6r, right? So minus gmm by 4r minus gmm by 6r. Now energy required to move. So here is the energy minus gmm by 4r minus gmm by 6r. So the energy required will be, from energy conservation we can see that energy required is just the difference of these two energies. So total energy of second orbit minus third orbit, that is minus gmm by 4r minus of minus gmm by 6r, right? Minus gmm by 6r, taking the LCM, minus 3 gmm by r minus 3 gmm by r plus 2 gmm by r, that is minus g mm by 12r, right? So this is minus because the energy of this orbit is more than that of the third orbit, right? So from here we can see it's nothing but option A. It's given in option A. So minus gmm by 12r is the energy which we required from moving it from 2r distance, 2r orbit to 3r orbit. With this we have finished the second all the questions which appeared in 2002 JEE Mains from the chapter gravitation. And so this, with the hope that you all are preparing well, I'm signing off. Thank you all.